People are still decoding the story with Odu and Obatala and Orumila and Osun. Well, implicit Osun. And questions are still coming forth. As I said, I will not give you the answers per se, but it would probably be great if you visited the Osogbo, the Osun festival in Osogbo. It would reveal to you more information as to the question that keeps coming is, why did Ogun go first? Why did Ogun leave before Odu? And, I'm seeing some good theories that are in the comments, and I always appreciate that. My job as an instructor, as I always say, is not to spoon feed you. At least not the way I instruct. You got to go digging. And in digging and meeting with intellectual resistance and working through your own emotions and assumptions, you become a tighter student and maybe eventually a teacher yourself. But this stuff isn't discovered on your sofa. It's not discovered, all through your phone or your iPad or your tablet or whatever. You got to dig. But I will say that part of your answer lies in the founders of Osogbo. And I mean ancient Osogbo. I don't mean, because Osogbo is it's a newer place in terms of how it's recognized by the government. But the ancient origins of Osogbo, right? In discovering that, you'll see that simple, I'm going to give it to you simple, and I'm going to let you then go further. It was Olu Timian, the hunter. He was an elephant hunter, as well as Ogidan. They went out to look for water. There was a scarcity of water for their people, so they were commissioned to go look for water. And they came upon the banks of the Osun River. And, this group of people, Laruye, who was the Oba, the king at that time, Olutumihin, the hunt, and there was other hunters as well. These were the grandchildren of Oduduwa. Okay? And they were leaving their region looking for water, discovered Osun, and through a series of events, were able to make some pacts with Osun. And one of them being, always revering and respecting her space. And she promised that she would always bring prosperity to them. And even her waters of the river in Osogbo, would provide healing, and curative experiences for those who needed it. I mean, just the plants that grow around the river, if you've never been, it's like over 200-300 medicinal plants just around the river. I'm talking about in the grove. If you've not been to the Osogbo Grove. So, of course, you can do your own research, and you should. But a part of your answer lies in the ritual what initiates the Osogbo Osun festival every year. There's always a cleansing of the road first, and even the Oba will travel the road, and like brushes and stumps and any hard rocks are removed from the road first, so that travelers can easily make their way to and from the grove. And once that clearing occurs, then officially, at that point, the Osun festival begins. Once the clearing happens. So, and also they establish security. So not only do they clean the road, but they also secure it. You know, the roadside, the security posting. So the idea of clearing a space for people to travel and then securing that space to the resource. What's the resource? Of course, we know Osun. You know, one of the elations of her name, because you know Osun is a shortened form of her name. I share more in the forthcoming Osun book. But one of the shorter forms is Orishun. Orishun, meaning the source. Even some might even say the source of consciousness. So when we look at like those primordial, some say 17, some say 16, Orisha who came, that's why we have the Osun lamp that we light during the Osun festival with 16 lamps in it. But during that time, she being the youngest and only female, because she was the source. That's why nothing can happen without her. As we read in all the stories, don't overlook Osun. It's, you know, it's because she's Orishun. Nothing happens without the source. But yeah, to understand that story better, for those of you still in the process of decoding it, you want to learn about the Osogbo festival. Because remember, everything that happens during these festivals, all of them, they're sharing history. It's not just the symbolic metaphors, but it's also the past of a people. It's what's going on now with those people and what's expected to come with those same people. So yeah, it was those hunters who went out first, cleared the trees, and when they fell, the trees, one of them fell on Osun's indigo pot, and blue was everywhere. Think about that. I talked to you before about the colors of Osun, and how in the diaspora they're one thing, but back home they're another. But anyway, they broke her indigo pot, and essentially that's how Osogbo got its name. Osogbo. Osogbo. That's the fullness. I won't give you that. I was going to break that down. I'm not going to give you that one. I got to give you something to study. All right? So yeah, it was the hunters that led the way towards better civilization, and that even created the pacts with the deity of civilization and wealth and beauty and the source and healing. Most important, we leave that one out a lot with Osun. I don't know why. She's one of the chief healers. All right, it's Chief Yuya, theorisha.com. Going back to work.